What's up, guys? Sub-Zero here. We are watching another game from China's Mythic Cup. This is game 3. We've seen a couple of crazy games so far. If you haven't seen them, then go check out my previous videos. But yeah, once again, we're watching main broadcast. We get to see everyone's POV. Wow. So there's actually an interesting call. I mean, he leaves the sword on Ashe, which like you could theoretically just sell the Ashe and pop the sword off to have the optionality of not having the sword on Ashe, but he actually would prefer to hold this 4th Ashe. And like if you hit 1 cost tier augments here, you could look for like an Ashe reroll ankle. Okay, wow, really quick Jeweled Lotus take there with the man that he had the 75 guy. He had 3 recon in there, so he could actually just play 3 recon as his board. This one Ox Force tends to be just kind of broken with this Ashe setup. Ooh, Brawler spat. I'm curious to see where this goes. It doesn't look like a Jax game, which is normally what I would think from Brawler. I mean, I guess you could just go TG into I did not know what that admin said. I'm gonna hope it doesn't matter late game. But yeah, like I guess you could just go TG into bow item for Jax. Doesn't sound the worst. Okay. And ooh, that's mascot spat into Yuumi, and that could be actually mascot Yuumi, as opposed to, you know, like the normal version of Yuumi you see, like the Nyla Rel version of Yuumi. Once again, we got somebody who ends up hitting underground early and gets to the 4 underground. This trait just is so, I mean, it just like if you can cash out and not die, you often have a very good shot of winning the game. So we'll keep a track of the underground. Maybe Soraka Brawlers, true. But like usually if you're doing that, you still want to play around Jax. But yeah, I guess we'll see. And yeah, Achen has admin in. It gave some percent something, which I guess a lot of things are percent. So yeah, I'm still not completely sure. Yo, this is a BT slammed out of Shendu. Is that player's name, right? I knew it was Shen something. Yeah, Shendu. Yeah, it's a BT slam. Interesting. I mean, like it could be. Ooh, spat. Oh, just barely doesn't get it. Because like you normally think you take Ox Force spat. Ooh, and the spat ended up going to the players playing Yuumi with potential. This could be a mascot Yuumi game. Oh, is this the return? I mean, he could actually just have like 6 mascotted insanely early with potentially 2 mascot spats, or it could be mascot spat plus heart spat. I guess we'll see. He doesn't have the component. He's already made blue buff, so it's more likely it's gonna be another mascot spat. But I mean, that doesn't sound too shabby. I've just mascot Lee Sin and mascot. I mean, I don't even know. I guess we'll see what board he ends up playing. Mascot GP, I guess, just because that's a unit that you want to play. Another admin check, but like I don't expect this to be relevant. Actually, I don't know. I mean, he could end up pivoting. Let's see. I mean, let's just see the one that he ended up taking, which is this one. That is when a friendly ally is killed, admins get 28 AP. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's a pretty strong one. So yeah, maybe ends up playing some kind of Soraka game. We have a Locket slammed here? Is that gonna be a vertical duelist game? Man, China loves vertical duelists. The one you want? Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, is it really Jeweled Lotus into just vertical duelist from there? Also, this is a scoped weapons game, by the way, which we haven't really talked about much. Oh, wait. This... No, maybe that's also an ally death, and that's just a team-wide buff. I wonder if that's like scaling HP. Oh my god. Okay, just a Brawler spat for free. Also makes Squinsu. Okay, so that kind of looks like a Jax game. And this is a second mascot spat bog. Hey sub, when your fin is the best metric to improve, hit Grandmaster. Thanks mate for all your content. Best metric? Just like best way to improve, I think, is just to watch players who are better than you. Like literally stuff like this, VOD reviewing like players who are better than you. I think that is like the single best way to get better at the game. Is just watch a lot of content from people who are better than you, and then think about all of their decisions and think about what you would do in that position. And if it's something different, then say, okay, why did they do something different there? Yeah, if it's on gold, it'd be insane. Ooh, threat level maximum tends to be very strong. Not taking. Oh yeah, and he already has the Bel'Veth. God. All right, the Yuumi player rolled down pretty deep, and then wait, send it to 6. He's level 6 here. Oh, he hit. Okay, so he hit Nasus 3 already, so he's just giving up on the other 1-stars and then just gonna roll for Yuumi on 6. Yuumi board is so weird. He's Defco in 8th, right? Right? I don't know. I mean, it looks like just the traditional, like the more traditional mascot Yuumi board, which like used to be the strongest version of Yuumi before people discovered the other Yuumi board. So I don't know. It might be fine. We'll see, I guess. Every ally dead can AP or mana equal easy top 4. It can definitely be really strong. It's also so funny that it used to be like way stronger than it is right now. Like, isn't that nuts? All right, Chengdu, what is this spot? Okay. Look at this for a second. Jeweled Lotus with JG slammed, and he has BT plus Gunblade slammed. So he has 2 healing items and a crit item with a crit augment. And he's 100 streaking. His board, how is this board even 100 streaking? Just the power of Oxforce, 4 Oxforce, 4 Duelist, I guess. He only has 2 upgrades. I don't know what to say about this. I don't know what to say about this. These are like really suboptimal items with his like augments, his entire situation. GP diff kind of looks like an Oxforce GP diff. This GP is putting in work. He's finally gonna lose to the Yuumi player. I mean, he's got a lot of gold from his win streak, so maybe he can just make it work. I mean, it looks like he just slammed literally whatever items because he wanted to streak, which, I mean, definitely makes sense. I don't know what player it was that got that spat there. The person who's 64 HP, but I can't really tell much past that. I mean, I think it is. Gets another tier here. I mean, it could be for redemption, I guess. Color spat player who looks like they're playing Jax, but I still don't see any Jax on their board. This is threat level maximum. Just rolling it down deep at 7 here, trying to stabilize at 45 HP. And this is from a cash out, it looked like. Yeah, because he had the tome. Ooh, he still loses, or the whatever you call it. Oh, look at this. They got a little like underground indicator. I mean, it's staying. I guess he's just scouting around, but that's kind of cool if they had a little underground cash outs indicator. That's dope. Yeah, this looks like a Jax game, except he forgot to find the Jax. It's a Jax game without the Jax. Oh, the spat is for the admin player. Oh my god. Yeah, that could be shmoney. Are you gonna get the Chibi Ari? If one of my viewers donates me the RP, I will. But I am not gonna spend my own money on that, I guess is my perspective. So probably not, I would say, because it's a lot of RP. But yeah, it's just not worth it for me, I would say. But hey, if one of my viewers, as I'll always say, if one of my, okay, not always say, but I've said before, if one of my viewers is the heir to like a Saudi Arabian oil fortune and you want me to play with Chibi Ari on stream, then, you know, more power to you. All right, level 7 here. He still needs to level 8 to actually be able to play 8 Duelist. He doesn't have like the Duelist +1. Did the admin player get that yet? The admin spat? It didn't look like it. Just tune in. Is this on the newest patch? Yes, it is. The level maximum player, I mean, is playing a maximum number of threats. JG Ramus, because he did not manage to find Aurelian Soul and he's 34 HP. I mean, I feel like I would have just put it on Bel'Kaz to item hold, but maybe the JG Ramus did work. He dealt 3.3k damage. Okay, JG Ramus coming to solo queue near you. Okay. Good augment here. I mean, Ascension seems to match up very well with like the scaling from threat level. He's looking at Big friend, interesting. Okay, Yumi player is rolling it deep on 6. He basically went 6 and tried to roll for everything. It's an interesting way of playing it. Because he actually has a chance of hitting the Galio. Derek Prio's itemizing Vel'Koz. You heard it here on stream. This is being taken out of context. This is messed up. Now I know what it's like being an influencer. Your words just get twisted all the time. The Yumi word's actually popping off. Wow, look at these augments, by the way. Battle Mage and the healing one, whatever it is. He wants to, I mean, he's 57. He doesn't actually have to. Okay, he does Nico, though. I'm gonna read that message out loud, Leon, but yeah. Jax Ford ended up finally hitting a Jax. Level 7, 23 HP. Or 23 gold. 23 HP would be a lot worse here. We gotta move on to the second bod, but luckily I prepped it because I'm a genius. It looks like this is slightly... basically just missed carousel, but I just went from VOD 1 to VOD 2, so sorry, we don't get to see carousel. All good. Hit diamond today? Yo, congrats. All right, this person did hit admin spat. Let's see if they got the plus gold. They're level 7 0 gold, so I imagine they didn't get plus gold, right? Looks like no gold. So I think it's probably just raw AP then, again, or maybe mana? Wait, is it mana? No, I didn't see LeBlanc's mana move there. Look at LeBlanc's mana here when Sona dies. Oh, we didn't get to see Sona die. Wait, maybe it was? I guess we can look at Sona. Looking at Sona is a lot easier because LeBlanc's casting infinite. Oh, too late. Yeah, it's either double AP or maybe it was mana there and I just didn't see it. Element of Brawler Jax. For every kill, the killer gets 25 AP. Ooh, that's not bad. Thank you. Thank you for pulling that up for me. For going back and seeing. It's very helpful. I mean, that's a good one. Okay. Yo, this Vayne is collecting. He actually went Collector last. It's insane. But I mean, it's actually not that bad an item on Vayne. Yeah, we've seen a lot of double AP. Okay, and so this guy ended up... Wow, interesting. So he ends up not actually really playing Viego. It's like Viego Samira duo carry. Still though, his items are so suboptimal. I mean, you could go Renegade Spat for sure. He probably wanted Oxforce Spat ideally. Oh, but he doesn't... He can't Renegade the... Oh! He can't Renegade the Samira. Oh, actually, I mean, he's holding another Samira. Maybe there's a world where he can remake her. For Viego. Leona. He doesn't... Wait, he had Camille. Oh, but he still needs wait, who's he needs Camille and he needs the Silas, but he missed, or he just didn't hold Silas. Okay, I don't actually know who that was going 8th there, but I think we'll just not worry about them. All right, Yumi player, 1 Galio off, but he's just pushing levels at this point. Got a Navai for Aegis and Brawler. Nice unit. So it ended up just being mascot version of Yumi. So definitely still playable under the right circumstance, which apparently is 2 mascot spats. But yeah, like the stats on +1 mascot do not look that good, but he definitely made it work. That's cool to see. Yeah, it looks like Bendu is like kind of going 8th here. Yeah, his items are just so awkward with his position. He went and streaked for the entire game, but it ended up with him just building some really items. This Jax player is also in danger of bot 4ing, but maybe he can eke out a top 4 from this position. Yeah, this is actually a much weaker lobby than the last few lobbies we've seen. Like, you just compare this lobby to last lobby, like there's so many weaker boards just trying to like barely make it work. Like, I mean, this board's pretty strong. He also has double JG, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, like threat level maximum. He ended up taking Roll the Hunt as his last augment, which is a very strong augment for the Vel'Koz. Okay. Takes a Guard Breaker. Gold augment creates weaker boards on average. Not necessarily. But yeah, I mean, definitely compared to the last game where there were a lot of people with 5-cost hero augments, like Shiny with Urgot, where they were just like farming infinite gold and going 9. Like, it's definitely weaker compared to that. And then like some hero augments, you definitely like accelerate the games more, or just make like more capped out boards. But yeah, I guess, I don't know. Maybe that is actually a reasonable statement that no hero augment makes the game weaker on average. And yeah, like there's no prismatic. That's kind of a good take, I would say. Oh, Shendu finally hit 8 Ox Force. Oh, he must have got that off Carousel. Okay, so maybe he can make it. Maybe he can make it to a top 4 with 8 Ox Force. 8 Ox Force is very, very strong. So yeah, maybe he can make it work. All right. This is 8 Brawler Jax. He just pushed level 8 here. Is stuck on a Jax one. Oh god, and his Jax is getting sniped by Yuumi. And his Rock is only 1 star. Jax is healing up a bit, but like, this Yuumi board is so tanky. It's like the Jax board actually just can't deal enough damage. Is he dead here? 16 down to 4. Shendu still alive. 75 guy still alive. Ooh, this lobby is really close. I think now that Shendu is 8 Ox Force though, he's probably just gonna safely top 4. And then maybe the Jax player ends up 5th. Doesn't need Morello. Really could be a hero item. Hodge, I guess. I mean, Edge of Night doesn't even sound that bad. Yeah, I don't know what he's even really rolling for here. Not that much to hit. Old Yuumi build is kind of back. Yes. Oh, I feel like a lot of people do not feel like yes when they see that, but you know, good that you do, I guess. Okay, so this guy ended up moving Collector off of Vayne because he was playing the Recon board with Jeweled Lotus. He used Collector to farm gold. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just not a good way to cap out your board very hard. Oh my god, everyone died. Shendu died, 75 guy died, and now it's just top 3. So Shendu ended up going 5th, actually. I guess his items were just not good enough. But level maximum player ends up hitting 3 stars of Rammus and Vel'Koz. Okay, I wonder if he can win out. Dude spent 27 gold on a Vel'Koz. I mean, look, if you're hitting everything else 3-star, I guess you make it. It's like, what else is he going to buy at level 8? But yeah, I'm actually curious at looking at the stats on Vel'Koz 3. I'm down to look at that after this game, because I imagine they're not that good. And he ended up losing. All right, there's threat level maximum, and then what's the other board? Oh, it's the Jax board. The Jax board actually ended up making it up all the way here. Oh my god. You know, the Vel'Koz isn't actually that bad into the Jax board, because it's a board with like only a few real units, and then a bunch of meat shields. My god. And so this is just 8 Brawler Jax. This is just old but good. 8 Brawler Jax wins the lobby. Oh my gosh. What a game. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please interact with it in some way, like, comment, and or subscribe, and check out my Twitch down below.